Today, I'm sharing just a little snippet of a webinar I hosted talking all about color and how to use it effectively in memory care units when you're decorating. You'll learn how different colors can energize residents, stimulate appetites, reduce agitation, and even help residents find their way through facilities easier. Stay tuned. Okay, so let's talk about the visual senses and specifically about color. There's so much science, and we can use that science to help our dementia residents in homes. So, for example, when you take warm colors like the reds and the oranges, it energizes, it creates vibrancy in dementia residents. So, we can use that to boost participation in activities, and it actually even stimulates appetite. It's why, if you look around at all the different fast food restaurants, their logos and their decor, you'll find that most of them, everything is based around reds and oranges because it stimulates appetite. So we want to use these colors, the warm colors, the reds and the oranges, in rooms like activity rooms and dining rooms. In contrast, the greens and the blues, the cooler color palettes, they create a sense of peacefulness. They reduce agitation, and they can actually increase focus on different activities. So you want to use these cooler colors in bathing rooms where you want to reduce agitation and aggression, and you want to use it in like snozzling rooms or lounges where your residents are going to be focusing on activities and you want them to really be able to use their focus. So those are the two palettes that you have to be aware when you're placing those colors in different areas of your home. So another principle is using color contrast for wayfinding. Wayfinding is just basically finding your way around a building. So we know that many dementia residents have a really hard time distinguishing between walls, doors, and floors. So think like beige wall, beige door, and white floors. It all sort of blends together for them, and they have a hard time navigating through their home because they can't see. So we can use contrasting wallpaper murals to help them be able to get through their home, your facility, easier. And this does two things. It helps reduce the amount of redirection that you guys need to do with your residents. So it lightens your workload a little bit. And for them, it reduces agitation because they can actually find where they want to go through their home because they can see, everything sort of white and blurry around them. And then they can see a color ahead of them and they know that this is where they want to go. So there's two different wallpaper murals that you can use to help with this color contrast in wayfinding. The first is using a wallpaper mural on a wall, sort of like the top photo there, using vibrant colors. And you're going to be using these wallpaper murals to help point them in a certain direction to a certain area of your home. So for example, you might want to send them to the dining room. You want them to be able to find the dining room easier so you're not having to go and redirect and point people to those directions. So generally, you want to put these murals on an intersection like a corner, and it's pointing towards that room. And we can layer on what I spoke about in the last slide about the different types of colors and what it does. So if we're talking, for example, about a dining room, you could put a mural on the wall pointing them towards the dining room and select a wallpaper mural that is in the red and orange colors so that you're stimulating their appetite at the same time. The second way that we can use color contrast for wayfinding is using door decals. And I'm sure many of you have seen these, and it just helps the residents find their bedrooms easier. So the trick with these is, well, obviously the color, having a colored door against a white wall, that's the contrast. So it helps residents to be able to see their bedroom door. But the trick is to choose different colors for each bedroom door and different styles as well. So we sell door decals that come in an aluminum and a wood finish. There's 4 different types of windows and different window shapes and different colors. There's, I don't know, between 15 and 20 different colors for each style. So there's tons to choose from, and you want to select a different one for each bedroom door so that each resident knows, okay, my bedroom has the blue door with the sparkly window, or my bedroom has the red door with an oval window. So it helps them distinguish between each other's doors, and it helps them just find their bedroom easier. Now, I do want to make a note, and this doesn't have anything to do with color, but I think it's an important thing to mention is that there is a hidden danger behind a lot of wallpaper murals and door decals out there that can affect health and cognitive issues as well. So it's not something I'm going to get into today in this webinar because today we're about, sensory stimulation and color and scent. But if you're interested in diving into that a little bit more, I can send links to some more studies for you afterwards.